Hi, my name's Philip Devon. I'm a staff attorney with the Metropolitan Tenants Organization, and we have a contract. We work with the City of Evanston to help answer questions and resolve issues between housing providers and tenants. Tenants in Evanston have several key rights and responsibilities under the RLTO. Most importantly, they have a right to a habitable unit, reasonable access to utilities, and protection against retaliation from their housing provider. Tenants can request repairs, and in some cases, they may withhold rent or even terminate their lease if those repairs are not made. Tenants do have the responsibility to keep their units safe and clean, habitable, and make sure that they dispose of trash properly, use appliances and utilities and things of that nature in a way that preserves them and protects them and doesn't cause any damage to their unit. Lastly, tenants must comply with their lease provisions, and they must allow reasonable access to the landlord to make repairs or necessary inspections. Under the RLTO in Evanston, housing providers have several key responsibilities. Mainly, landlords must maintain all of their units up to applicable building codes and standards. They must disclose management contacts details, address, phone number, and if there's a subsequent new owner of the building, must disclose the contact and address, phone number for the new owner. Landlords also cannot include any unfair provisions in their lease agreement. These are provisions that would require a tenant to waive any of their rights under the ordinance. They also must not include any unreasonable fees, and they cannot impose excessive late fees. Landlords also, importantly, must provide 90 days notice anytime they wish to terminate, renew, or raise the rent on a tenant's lease. The Evanston Residential Landlord Tenant Ordinance prohibits landlords from retaliating against a tenant for asserting their rights, reporting building code violations, or organizing tenant associations. Retaliation can take many shapes, but it often could be in the form of an eviction, a rent increase, or a decrease in services, all of which could entitle the tenant to damages in circuit court. Tenants in the city of Evanston are not required to have renter's insurance. However, it is legal to include a provision in a lease that does require a renter to purchase renter's insurance. Even though it's not a requirement under the law, it's still a good idea for renters to seek out an affordable policy. That way they can cover their own belongings in the event of emergency or a casualty like a fire or flood.